Welcome back, everybody, once again to Shadowlands Genesis. I am TJ, the... Oh gosh, there everything goes. I was like, man, I know my render distance is down, but it's not down that far, is it? I guess things were just a little slow this morning, a little slow to wake up. And I do not blame them, because I'm kind of feeling the same way at the moment. I have this mandatory sexual harassment training that I have to do for my job. First time I've ever had to do anything like this. I've been teaching for almost a decade now. You would think that you would have to go through something like this beforehand, but yeah, no. But here, let me finish telling you about this. Well, actually, no, I'll tell you a little bit about the lore for this. So, this book is written from the perspective of one of the workers, basically the guy who worked at this tower and ran the tower. What exactly the work was that they did here, I don't know. It's related to some project that the guy mentions the boss wants to be completed. And I am terrible with names, so nobody has a name in this. And the main bad guy that you have to fight is just called the boss. So yeah, anyways, but he basically just says, you know, that you discover that there are two different groups here living in this area. One group is responsible for all the destruction. That's this group here working at the tower. It's the boss and all that kind of stuff. And then another group just seems to have gotten kind of caught up in the mess. And now they're being taken advantage of. They're being used basically as cattle. It's never clarified exactly what they're being used for. Are they being used for labor, like slave labor? Are they being used for a food source, for an energy source? It's not really clarified, but just know that there's this group who did something and it wrecked the world, but they have some other project that they want to do, some other plan that they're trying to enact, and part of it involves making use of the poor, innocent survivors that live down below. That's basically, and then it explains that we have the white core in here. When I was writing it, the very first book mentioned the white power core, and then as I was typing it out in this book, I realized, I don't think that sounds good, and I should probably take out the word power, and it will just be called the white core from here on out. Yeah. All right. So anyways, Corrupted Tower, a terrible area name, but I couldn't think of anything. It's actually referenced as Blackstone Tower elsewhere, so I guess that's not a great name either, although I think it's better. It's basically just named after the type of block that it's constructed of. But, you know, Corrupted Tower, whatever. Die, evil silverfishies die. So anyways, I have to do this, gosh, for some reason I thought you were dead. Where'd you go, Mr. Silverfish? This sexual harassment training, and all it is a series of videos, right? So I started watching the very first video, and it's basically like an introduction and overview to what the training is going to go over. But it's done in like this computerized female voice, like a Siri voice almost. And it's going so slow. And it's just like a PowerPoint presentation, so it's just reading what's already on the slides. So I was just like, okay, you know, whatever. They provided transcripts, right? So I could just read the transcripts. And I was okay, I'll just read the transcripts and be on my merry way. Finished reading the transcripts, went to click the little next button, but then it said like I hadn't watched the entire video, so I have to watch the entire video. So then I fast forward through the video, I get through to the end, at which point it says to rewatch the video not using the fast forward function. So then I'm thinking, well, why did you give me the transcripts then if I can read it, like if that doesn't even count? Like, how does that help anybody? Oh, it gave me a sword. Oh, but it has no durability. That's one thing I would probably change, is give the items that are dropped a bit more durability. There is a secret hidden down here. I meant to put a ladder here, to be honest. And then kind of forgot, but it still works even without the ladder, I think. We just gotta be kind of careful here, because there's a really tough mob down below. And we are out of food here. let's see here. We want to... Oh, he spawned up above. Oh, there's a block there, apparently. It's probably better to take out the wither first, especially because the wither has speed. Which is terrifying. Go away. Oh, you dropped food. No, oh. Okay. Yeah. I guess I have a little bit of redstone soup. Probably not enough to get us through to the rest of the dungeon, though, is my guess. Blocks, blocks, blocks. Actually, let's go with these guys. Dude, where's the top? Oh my gosh, okay. You can survive that drop, too, with full health, even without feather falling, I believe. Let's put that there and that there. I don't have enough wood. You know I put 4 pieces of wood, enough to make a crafting bench. I don't know where the 4th piece of wood is, though. Let's go this direction first. I suppose. Drop that pickaxe for me there, guy. So, I have to watch these videos with the really slow narrator, and I can't fast forward. I can read the transcripts, but there's no point in reading them because it's, you know, going on in the background anyways in the video. So I decided to just put the video on silent, and it's playing right now in the background. In fact, I just finished a section. I need to go through and start the next one. Just know that I am reading the transcripts, and it's all really basic common sense stuff about how to treat other human beings. It's kind of sad that we need this kind of training, but I've known some pretty bad teachers. I know one of the whenever I was first hired at this place, one of the questions they asked me during my interview was whether I would do anything like charge students money for speaking a language other than English. And that just kind of hinted at how terrible some people are. That a teacher, and I guess the teacher did this fairly recently too, this wasn't something that happened like a long time ago. Alright, we got a sword, that's nice. Let's go ahead and eat the soup, especially because I think there's another one up here that we can have access to, and we may want to preserve this one just in case. Drop some more of that soup for me, guy, thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think he's still riding the magma cube. Oh, these magma cubes are deadly. I kind of want to demonstrate for you guys how it works. You have to get kind of caught in a corner with them. But basically you start like bouncing on the magma cube. Like that, and they will just destroy you. Like they almost just destroyed me right now too. This is arguably the deadliest part of the dungeon right here with all these silverfish. I like making silverfish actually a threat, you know, because usually they're just more of a nuisance. I really want you to spawn, guys, so that I can get more soup from you. So, the other day I was playing and I was testing things out, and I just saw this, like, this glowing, oh, I forget there's more of these guys up above. This glowing cube floating across my screen. I'll see if I can include that footage, because I immediately started recording. just so I could have it. And at first I was like, what the heck is that? Especially because the magma cube looks larger than they normally do. I see you guys took out the little block that was there. But it was very eerie, and at first I didn't know what it was, so I thought the map was like haunted or something. There goes that guy. We got some Bane of Arthropods though. Fantastic. And thank you to those of you who are playing the map currently and giving me some feedback. Especially, I believe the name is Based God on Discord. That's been really helpful, drawing my attention to things that are broken or that could use some tweaking. So, That is very, very helpful. I think it's a 50% drop rate for the food. I should probably buff it to a full 100% drop rate, given how scarce food is. And swords, man. I should have added more swords. I guess I kind of expected the player... There. Oh, wait, there's wood down below. I totally forgot about that. Where's that other shield? Oh, gosh, it's right there. Yeah, let's go grab some wood so that I can make a crafting bench and make some armor and stuff. Hello. So yeah, it was just like one of these things floating by. It was very trippy. I'm kind of surprised there's not more natural spawns over here, because there's not a whole lot of spawning space. This is, by the way, adding these 2 blocks was my attempt to make these custom trees. Oh, I should talk about this area, huh? So I knew I needed some structures, some kind of you know, hallway, yeah, castle type gameplay. And I love the way that like floating castles, like you see this a lot in renders maps, like Horrify and stuff. I just love the way that the castles look like that. Gosh dang it, I need a weapon, you guys. I guess we'll kill you with our pickaxe here. And we do have enough wood now. Yes, yes. So I just decided to make a castle, and the goal with the aesthetic was to have kind of a futuristic setting combined with more of like a early modern setting, so kind of creating like a steampunk type vibe to it. So you have like these kind of this looks far more skyscraper-y, I think, but a lot of the buildings down there look kind of I don't know, Victorian, I guess. They look very, again, steampunky, right? So that's kind of the aesthetic that I was going for, but this is supposed to be, I guess, a little bit more futuristic looking, like a skyscraper, basically. Initially, it was really basic, just the single middle building here, and my wife told me it looked like a rocket ship, so she gave me some advice for how to improve it. I don't have any cobble, but I do have wood. We can at least make a wood sword. And we can make armor now as well. I think we need a helmet too, right? Hey, where did I get those? Did I get them from a chest? I must have gotten them from a chest, huh? And I do have zombie flesh that I can eat, but ideally we want to hold on to that. So that we can use it for trades and stuff. But yeah, that was the aesthetic that I was going for. So my wife suggested adding some stuff to the side and then bringing the sides out further and putting like some terrain out front. So that's something that I did kind of towards the end, and added the trees and stuff, and was trying to make them look kind of almost like they've been petrified and or subject to some kind of like giant blast that incinerated them and kind of left them in ashes type thing. Oh, what did he drop for us? Oh, more boots. Again, the durability needs to be upped on these. Although I guess you can combine them, right? Oh, and he dropped pants for us too. Well, thank you there, guy. This is one thing I was concerned about, though, is inventory getting swamped with stuff. Alright, did he drop some more soup for us? He did not. Just redstone. Oh, wait, we do have some soup. Okay, well, let's see if we can get one more. And then otherwise, you know, I like to keep interiors really basic. I think it was Titan's Revolt, and I think it's the Orange Wool area. It has like water, but then there's like a structure, and in the structure it's just jam-packed with like carpets and paintings and fence posts. And I could certainly see there being a case for you know, using it to kind of trip up the player and stuff, and down you go. I like the slow falling on the spiders because it makes them look like they're actually kind of, you know, floating on their string. I knew you were gonna do that, guy. Gosh dang it. Oh gosh, dang it, man! You guys are fast, aren't you? Okay. I do have the healing potion, so we can use that. You gonna drop your stuff for me, people? Oh gosh, he's in me. He's in. Okay. Oh gosh, okay. Do that? Yeah. That should stop them, maybe. They've probably gone back up. We may need to eat some of the zombie flesh here, or go back down and grind some more stuff. These guys should be close to death, I think. Yeah. The sword guy's still up here too, isn't he? Maybe not. Let's do that. Oh, they hit kind of hard, don't they? Let's do that. And that. Oh, okay. Let's back it up. Maybe try to get some light down there. I'll be honest, this part of the dungeon has killed me quite a few times. So I'm trying to be extra careful here. Let's put a block there just so they can't get down. And I need more food as well. I don't want to waste all my zombie flesh here. Oh, I don't have a weapon. I have bow and arrow. This will do for now, as long as I don't run out of arrows. Actually, I'm not sure. Okay, we're good. Alright, eat some food. I think we did a pretty good job of lighting things up, but there were quite a few of them up here. Oh gosh, this was certainly supposed to be kind of a choke point for the player. Although, I'll give you a hint, there is a really easy way to cheese this last part. Oh yes, thank you. That involves just going straight up right there. If you're having trouble, you can just do that. Alright, and what do we got? We got golden apple. I'm gonna keep one of you guys. And we need the bones. And a speed potion. Alright, I can probably start getting rid of these leather boots too, since we're starting to upgrade to chainmail stuff. I wanted there to be a little bit of progression in the map, but honestly not too much. Like I said last episode, I didn't want the player to get too powerful with like protection 4 diamond, which is possible in the map, although it's going to be difficult to achieve, you know? Some extra storage for us. Let's go ahead and stick it up. Something like that. White wool, I don't trust myself. We're going to leave one behind. Because, like I said, this map could probably still use some additional balancing. And then I know that there's something hidden on top, too. I want to say it's another piece of gold and possibly an anvil. So, anyways, it basically goes from leather to... I guess from like unenchanted leather to a little bit of enchanted leather to chainmail, enchanted chainmail, and then finally iron and enchanted iron. And each area is basically, you know, this one starts on leather and ends on a little bit of chainmail. The next one starts on chainmail, ends on enchanted chainmail, and so on and so forth. Alright, hey, we got a gas tier. That's nice. I think the gas may drop golden apples, too. Gold, anvil. I could make some better feather falling boots. I could repair my sword as soon as we get more stone. Sticks are nice. But overall, I think this is a pretty fun little castle tower thing. It's there's nothing too special about it. It's a pretty basic layout, I think. But I love this kind of gameplay. I think one thing is it's a little small for the spawner, so I either need to reduce the spawn range, detection range, or build the castle out maybe a little larger so that you can have wider distances between spawners. Although it doesn't really get too bad until this second to last level and then the last level up above. I guess I have that shovel too. Might be worth using. And food. You know, we're going to find more chests and stuff, so it's not too important to grind food right now. Although I'm going to save this one spawner just so we have it. There used to be a trap right there, but I then got rid of it and tried to limit myself to one trap per area because the areas aren't all that big. Oh, you know, I totally forgot that that was cool. That we can just stick the wool up right there, can't we? By the way, this should not kill the player. Ooh, blocks and torches and bones and all kinds of cool stuff. But I think whenever I update the map, if I do update it, which I do hope to, I'm actually going to add an objective to the walkways themselves. Because, well, there's one at the very top, but I'm going to add one to the lower walkways. And I think I might tinker with this idea of using these basically as teleporters to teleport around different parts of the walkways. I think that might be a more interesting way to use them, while still having them function as markers to help guide the player. Alright, let's eat. And I did stick my zombie flesh up. We're actually going to have a decent amount of zombie flesh. During my playtesting, I move a lot faster, and so I would often end up getting to the city. I think we maybe already set you off at some point. Oh gosh, I almost fell down. I will get there and have like 10 pieces of zombie flesh, and you really can't do much with that. So, if you can't tell, this part of the bridge is not very sturdy, so you should be very careful here. Okay, we should probably get over here and start destroying spawners, you know? Alright, we're good, we're good. These guys are scary. So, when the Guardian is not targeting you, they move really fast. But then when it is, it's like the Wither's struggling to move, but it can't. And so, it's kind of like with normal Guardians, it's really about breaking line of sight. But then whenever you do that, you got to be careful about the Wither speeding up. Oh, he dropped his shield, you guys. Well, thank you. I don't mind if I do. And we got some salmon as well. Fantabulous. I think it's an interesting mob. Not an original mob. I've seen that mob in other maps before, but I think it's a lot of fun. It's worrying me that I still hear you guys. I think you're down below, though. Another piece of gold over here. And an additional anvil. I forgot I put another anvil there. I think I was trying to do one anvil per area. Marker over there, and then you can also see one over there, and if you're really perceptive, you'll see one back there. So you know that you kind of have a couple of different options coming up. You know what? I think I'm going to stay down. Usually I stay up above, but staying down here actually seems like the safer option, I think. There is a spider spawner right there. Ooh, some TNT. We always like having the TNT. Is it worth it? I don't know if it's worth it to try to save this sword, you guys. Let's just do that for now. And let's consolidate our bows. Do something like that. Stay away from me, Mr. Spider. And you should be more food for us, I think. Or zombie flesh. I'll take both. Okay, I know I saw a creeper over here just a moment ago. Where'd you go there, guy? Alright, now, you can go this direction, and it will take you to that area. But that area is labeled as hard, and there's a sign there saying, I recommend taking this area on last. So this is actually the final area. Now you can still go that direction, and it will take you around. Or we can go across here. This wasn't really intended, but I realized that this is actually a very viable route you can take. Notice there's even water there that we could jump down into, although we're going to take the elevator. Mainly because it makes a cool little sound when you press the button, and because there is a piece of gold over here. Oh gosh, this scared me. Boom! Boom! Sorry, I don't know, I get a kick out of that. It's so fun learning how to do new things in this game with command blocks and stuff. That's a decent amount of natural spawns. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave it here. We'll kind of hop into this little building here, which has some bad guys in it. I tried to put some spawners around the city with some basic stuff, like these guys drop coal for you. There's kind of a hidden zombie spawner that you could farm for zombie flesh as well. And in the area to our left, there's a skelly spawner right at the very start, so you can grind bones if you want to. I tried to set it up to where the player can, once they arrive at the city, they can farm for items if they want to. Anyways, you guys, I think that's going to be it from me for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.